All right, we are at the, what is that called? Leaning Log Adkins Creek Trail today. It's pretty cold, and we just went walking around looking for my charger cord for this GoPro because I lost it not 500 feet off the trailhead, but Cody found it. We got about 5 miles there and back, and there's supposed to be some pretty cool waterfalls. It's been wet lately, so let's go see if they're actually running. 45 is the high. It was 32 when we started hiking. I doubt it came up that much. And the sun. Yeah. We just basically slid down this hill, and I don't know if you can tell how steep that is, but that was definitely not part of the trail. I don't know where the trail is. It kind of disappeared on us, but I know we're close, and we got to the waterfall, so that's good. Must not be that far off. I'm gonna try not to slide down into that creek, so that drop off is about 8 feet from here. It looks like it drops about 20 feet down. I guess we need to go try to find the rest of the trail. Check out the first waterfall. Let's go down there to it. That is steep. Oh. Whew. That's a bit of a chore to get down here. Yeah. What's up, Molly? About snack time. About time for some lunch. I'm at quite an angle, and this is like a creek right here, so I'm trying not to slide down the hill and not let my backpack go down the hill. There's some beef jerky. There's literally a creek running underneath me right now. I'm sitting on top of some rocks. Look. Comes out under me. And that's gonna be hard to come back out of. It's so steep. Those Cliff Bars always need a lot of water to wash them down. It looks like we're actually supposed to follow the creek down. And there's a couple more like little waterfall spots to see. All right. There's a lot of thorns up here. Oh God.
She made that.
Did you come down this way? It's really steep right there. Did you just basically slide down the hill?
Dug my feet in. Yeah, get the stick.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I thought that was solid. Where's your trekking poles at when I need them? There is not a like solid place to stand here at all. There's like a little cave. It's really just a couple of rocks piled on top of each other, but to get down there to that ice, but I think we're gonna go past it. See that? Just slipped. We made it. This leftover ice, because we had a good freeze over the last week. Look at that. It's going backwards. It's coming this way. You're supposed to go that way, buddy. Look at this little waterfall right here. I threw my chunk of ice in there. I was trying to see if it would go down the creek, but it seems to be doing circles in this little pool. Look at that. Okay, let's see if we can get on down the trail. Maybe half a mile?
Half a mile?
That's what it looks like. Here, I'll come over there.
Oh.
Those little yellow dots are like waterfalls and attractions. So there's like 6 more down the creek. Can you imagine all the snakes that would be here in the summer? What is that? It's crazy how many just little cool waterfalls there are like that in Arkansas. Yeah. There's got to be thousands and thousands of them just hiding out in the woods that almost nobody ever goes to look at. Trying to find a good spot to see it from. Oh, nice. That right there is Leaning Log Falls. I don't know if you can really tell, but we are at the top of a hell of a valley or canyon, bluff, cliff, whatever you want to call it. It's hard to find the trails on this hike. Cody's waiting for me to get down to the bottom so that I can get a picture of him from down there. I think that might be a while. I really hope that the GoPro was on for my climb down here, because I just pulled it off of my mount on my head and it was turned off. So Got down to the bottom of the falls. Cody stayed up at the top. I got some pictures of him. But man, I don't know if you could tell really the scale of this, or if you can even hear me over the falls, but this overhang here is crazy. You can't even tell from the top that it's an overhang. It's like 4 feet thick at the end of it. Cody was standing there, and it goes like 30 feet back. It's huge. There's still a big pile of snow back there. This is cool. It's called Leaning Log Falls. Funny thing is, I don't see any logs leaning over it. You? This is Leaning Log Falls on Adkins Creek. That's awesome. That was definitely worth the difficult slipping and sliding up the hill, or down the hill. We're gonna have to go back up the hill on the way out. Whew, there's mist. I thought that was snow. That's ice. I thought I was gonna be able to grab a snowball. Go on. Go. Look at this. Here you go, Molly. Molly. I am behind the waterfall, Leaning Log Falls on Adkins Creek. Look at this ice. This is amazing. I just looked on the map. When we go down into the end of the trail, there's another little spot, a waterfall called the Holy Grail. I had that on video. You hear that? See it? That's like a stunt plane. I get it's It looks like we need to cross. It looks shallow, flat on the other side. This stuff is all so green. Look at this.
It's kind of sketchy. Not bad. That rock's pretty dry.
That one looks slippery.
Yeah, it is. That's the hard. Kind of got to go with.
Did you like? She's finding her own way.
Yeah, that's a sketchy one.
You see, it looks like my boot's trying to fall apart. You totally missed it.
What?
She totally, completely went in. She tried to jump right there, and then she just like fell in, and then she was like scrambling on the side of the rock. How did you grab onto that?
I mean, if you,
Look at the size of this tree.
if you were willing to get wet.
Yeah. I think the other part of it, there's a huge tree trunk right there. I bet you that's the broken off piece. What?
It didn't break.
We're about to see Cody fall in the water with Molly. Molly, come on. Come on.
Don't fall in.
Come on, Molly. Good girl.
Shit. What the heck? Did you hear that? Sounds like there's a gushing river in there. I don't know if that's echo or.
I think it's just that echoey because I didn't hear it until I stood right here.
Sounds like there's a river up there. Now this would be camp.
That'd be hard to get to with all of our.
Yeah, this kind of turned into a strenuous hike.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is. Oh, it's all like barely in there too.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. This one, you just, it's just sitting there. All
I
these,
wonder if it erodes so fast.
they're just, oh yeah, that thin one right there, you need to like roundhouse kick it on camera.
This?
No, the thin one to your left.
Ready?
Yeah.
Look out, mommy!
Whoa! So we found literally the Holy Grail. It's way back there. Here's a little waterfall, but there's one you probably can't see. It's way back there. We're gonna try to see if we can cross the creek here, get all the way back there, because that looks like it. That's a serious waterfall back there. There's another log.
Huh?
Way over there. Somehow right there, you could walk just right here. All right. Couldn't get across the creek without crawling on this log above the roaring river down here, but I want to make it. Cody made it, Molly made it, so I better. This is what I'm putting my feet on down here, grabbing onto this strong top part. So let's keep going. This doesn't look very badass crawling like this. That felt more sturdy than the other one, to be honest. Whew! Whoa. That's cool. That is the Holy Grail.
Waterfall ever. Look at that. Waterfall comes right down into there.
Oh, wow.
It's cold. That's pretty deep.
Oh. How would you get up in there?
Go around, go up, go down.
Finally, we made it to the Holy Grail. Look at that. It's a waterfall. It's a pool with a waterfall with a pool with a waterfall. That is crazy looking. Oh, I'd say that was worth the struggling and scrambling.
Pretty strenuous to get here in the summertime. Perfect swimming hole, but very snaky getting down here.
I bet it'd be way harder. There'd be way more green.
So on the way back, we got a little lazy and we didn't want to hike all the way up the creek like we did on the way down there. So we found ourselves a different path back where we didn't have to go along the creek, making all those crosses the whole way back. So right here was where the car was parked, and we hiked along the dirt road all the way up here, right up to where the road ended. And then we hiked through the woods along the top of the hill all the way down here. And that's when we hung a right down the hill to the first waterfall and walked along the creek the rest of the way. And then we got to the end here where the Holy Grail waterfall was. After that, instead of going all the way back up the creek, you can see we went just basically straight up the hill and made kind of a diagonal to connect with the high point there where we started down the hill early in the hike, where honestly it was way steeper than the way down, but we didn't have to walk along the creek, and it probably only took about 30-45 minutes to get back to the trail. From then on, it was pretty easy back to the car.